Listen closely, my fellow wanderers in this vast digital landscape, because you've stumbled upon something far more precious than the latest viral reel or another forgettable meme. If you've ever found yourself endlessly scrolling, sighing at the pressure cooker of modern life, wondering why you can't just shrug off little irritations, or why every tiny thing seems to gnaw at your peace, then congratulations, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Long before Wi-Fi connections, caffeine-fueled workdays and push notifications pinging at every second, there lived a group of thinkers known as the Stoics, and their principles, oddly enough, offer a surprisingly relevant toolkit for mastering the fine art of caring less about what doesn't matter and focusing more on what does. It's ironic, isn't it, that wisdom written on parchment centuries ago still has the power to soothe our overstimulated, screen-lit minds today. Over the course of this journey, you're about to explore 10 deceptively simple but profoundly transformative ideas from Stoicism, principles that can serve as a refreshing antidote to the chaos of 21st century living. If you're intrigued and hungry for more pearls of wisdom like these, go ahead and tap that little bell or subscribe. Worst case scenario, you pick up some tools to make life a little lighter and brighter. I dare you to take that step and step into this meeting ground of old and new, where we learn how to stay calm, carry on, and thrive in spite of the noise. Shall we begin? The first principle is about recognizing what you can control and what you cannot. Imagine a rainy Tuesday morning. You've brewed the perfect cup of tea, and just as you lift it to your lips, your cat knocks it over. In the past, you might have cursed the cat, fate, or the universe itself. But Seneca, one of the great Stoics, reminded us that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The tea spilled, the cat misbehaved, that's life. What you still control is your response. Instead of letting your mind spin a story about how the entire day is ruined, you can laugh, clean up, and brew another cup. The world throws curveballs, cold pizza, dropped calls, delayed trains, but your interpretation of those events is yours to command. Next comes the lesson of living in the present. Marcus Aurelius once advised, "Do not let the future disturb you, for you will arrive there if you take care of the present." In an era where notifications demand our attention and thoughts race faster than our internet speed, we often miss what's right in front of us, the now. Think of the walks you've taken while mentally trapped in tomorrow's tasks, or family dinners spent replaying yesterday's regrets. The Stoics teach us that this moment is a gift to be unwrapped fully. Being present is more than noticing. It's about experiencing, savoring your food, listening intently to your loved ones, feeling the wind on your face. Let go of yesterday's baggage and tomorrow's anxieties, for happiness is stitched from the small present moments we allow ourselves to feel. Another core teaching is embracing change as a natural flow. Seasons don't resist their transitions. Winter melts into spring, spring ripens into summer, yet we humans bristle when faced with a job change, a breakup, or a sudden move. Epictetus put it clearly, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters. Life is fluid, like a river, and fighting the current only exhausts you. Freedom lies in acceptance. Like Rome, you are a masterpiece in progress, every twist and turn of your path adding a brushstroke to your unique canvas. When an unexpected detour appears, remember it's part of the larger design. Alongside this is the call to detach from external validation. In an age where every like, share, and comment feels like a micro-dose of approval, we've become addicted to tiny digital affirmations. Yet Epictetus observed that people are disturbed less by real problems than by their imagined anxieties about those problems. Isn't it strange that icons on a screen can dictate our mood? Stoicism asks us to ground our worth internally, measuring ourselves by our own values, actions, and character, rather than fluctuating online metrics. The next time your post fizzles or a rude comment lands in your inbox, remember, your self-worth is not up for public voting. Another principle is to understand life's natural cycles, including loss. Marcus Aurelius noted that loss is nothing but change, and change is nature's delight. Everything in existence has its season. Trees shed leaves to grow new ones, and we too face endings that make way for beginnings. Stoicism invites us not to cling desperately, but to appreciate life's impermanence, to live fully, love deeply, and release gracefully. Every sunset allows a sunrise. The sixth principle is seeking growth in adversity. Every one of us knows difficulty, a hostile boss, an endless pile of bills, a perpetually late train. It's tempting to wish life were kinder, But Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body." Think of challenges as your soul's personal gym sessions. When hurdles arise, ask not, "Why me?" but, "What is this teaching me?" Each struggle hides a lesson and a chance grow. It's all about perspective. If the Stoics lived today, they might grin and say, "Bring it on." Then comes cultivating inner riches. In a world of curated Instagram feeds and endless displays of wealth, it's easy to equate happiness with stuff. But Seneca warned, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." True wealth is contentment of the soul, richness of experience, and treasure troves of memories. Enjoy life's luxuries if you must, but don't become their captive. Ultimately, it's the stories you live, not the possessions you stockpile, that matter. Another Stoic practice is understanding and accepting fate. This doesn't mean blind submission, but aligning your wishes with reality. Epictetus advised, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do." Despite our best plans, life sometimes serves us unexpected outcomes. Instead of despair, embrace what unfolds. Many of the most memorable stories are born from surprises we never would have scripted. Ninth, Stoicism emphasizes service to others. Seneca reminded us that we're all partners in the human experience. Stoicism isn't just about your own enlightenment, but also about lifting others. By helping a neighbor, volunteering, or simply being present for a friend, you enrich their life and your own. Each act of kindness echoes outward, reminding us that thriving isn't a solo sport. It's a collective journey. Finally, Stoics practice reflection, review, and realignment. In a world that rarely pauses, Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Reflection is a mirror for the soul, a regular system update for your life. Take time to examine your actions, learn from your missteps, and celebrate your wins. In understanding yourself, you pave the road to authentic peace and contentment. These 10 principles don't demand you become emotionless or aloof. They're about cultivating resilience, embracing the present, and living with purpose and depth. And so, my fellow travelers, as we close this digital scroll through Stoicism's halls, I'm struck by how perfectly these ancient teachings fit our frantic modern lives. Some truths, it seems, are timeless. Here's my challenge to you. In the comments, share which of these Stoic gems spoke to you most. Was it Seneca's call to reframe difficulties, or Marcus Aurelius's reminder to cherish the now? Let's exchange thoughts and learn together. And before you leap back into the world armed with this new perspective, consider subscribing or giving this a thumbs up. Not for vanity's sake, but so we can keep building this little community of wisdom and growth. Life will always throw challenges and surprises, but with the right mindset and a dash of Stoic seasoning, it can become a delightful adventure. Here's to mastering the art of letting go, living intentionally, and walking forward with courage and clarity. Until our next meeting, keep your curiosity burning and the Stoic spirit alive. Cheerio.